besties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you're seeing my face for the very first time, I would really appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My analytics kind of showed me that a lot of people watch my videos, but they aren't actually my subscribers. So please help your girl out and go ahead and subscribe while you're here right now. And if you're returning, then I just want to thank you so much for tuning in for another video. As you guys can tell by the title, today I am going to be sharing with you ways that I stay motivated on my journey as a small content creator. If you're a small content creator like me, you know that it could be rough out here. It can be rough and it could be discouraging. And this is something that I actually was having a conversation with my friends about, and I was just sharing with them things that help me stay motivated, and I want to share some of those things with you guys too, and I hope that they give you some type of encouragement on your journey as well. So one of the very important things that I do that I think helps me a lot as a small content creator or a nano-influencer, nano-influencer being someone who has less than 10K followers, subscribers across the board. One thing that I do that helps me stay on track is I create content that I love. I create content that satisfies me and makes me happy. I'm very intentional. I enjoy content creating, so I actually use this app called Grid, and it helps me plan out my content on Instagram. I also do digital planning to help me plan out my content here on YouTube. And when I am very intentional about what I'm creating and I'm satisfied with the final product, that overall just makes me happy. Ensuring that I'm creating stuff that I actually love, it really motivates me to see the final product. And I think that this point ties into my next point or thing that I do that keeps me motivated. I create content that's in alignment with my brand, and it's actually a representation of who I am as a woman, as a content creator, as an influencer, if you will. I'm not a big fan of that title, but hey, it's a title. I create content that is in alignment with my brand and how I want to show up on this here internet. You know, it's cool to follow the trends here and there, but at the end of the day, I think it's very important to stay true to yourself, true to your own values as a creator. And when you stick to things that are real to who you are as a creator, when they do well and they're well received by your audience, it makes you feel a lot more accepted. It makes you feel like your community is really appreciating you for who you are, versus if you're just following trends and you may see that someone else does something and their engagement is through the roof and you try to follow that trend as well, but you don't get the same engagement. It can be a little, you know, discouraging because you feel like, oh, it's not fair. It's very important for me to make sure that my content is in alignment with who I am at my core, and I'm actually representing the brand that I'm building and I'm creating for myself. Another thing that I do that I think really helps me stay in a good headspace and helps my mental health is I don't stress about the things that are out of my control. Now, this is way easier said than done on social media because, you know, you want to feel like people are appreciative of what you're creating. But I'm gonna give Instagram for example. Instagram is my primary platform. I feel like I can create easily there. YouTube takes a little bit more time and dedication and work and editing and all the things. You understand if you're a YouTuber as well. But Instagram is easy for me to post and share things. However, you know, that algorithm has been something else lately. Like, it can be discouraging when you feel like, okay, Instagram is telling me that they want more reels, so I'm creating more reels, but it's not getting the engagement. I'm not getting the comments, the likes, the follows like I expected, because the algorithm is it's unpredictable. So for me, that actually encouraged me to create more of whatever I want. If I can't control the algorithm, then I see it as an opportunity for me to make whatever I want. And I think it ties back into my last 2 points of creating content that I love and creating content that's true to who I am and true to my brand. When the algorithm is out of your control, when your engagement is out of your control, don't sweat it, okay? Try to view it as an opportunity to create whatever you want. Another very vital tip for me, or thing that I do, is I celebrate all wins, even the small ones. I do that by, acknowledging when, oh, this month I gained 50 additional followers, because growth isn't always super fast. I celebrate the small wins. I celebrate the, oh, I got featured by, this really popular page that is in alignment with my brand. When I get featured by like travel pages on Instagram, where I get featured by, anyone, any little thing, any win, celebrate it, whether it's big or small. Don't only limit your celebrations to these huge milestones. So I think it'll really encourage you and keep you, mentally on a good path as a creator if you celebrate even the small wins and the small victories, because of the amount of work and time and effort you dedicate towards your content. I think when you look at it that way, you're more appreciative of the journey. I think it's also very important that you set goals that are realistic, because we aren't all gonna go viral and then gain like 20K followers. I know it happens for some people, but I'm just not one of those people. That's not my story so far. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I don't think that it's realistic to expect to just go viral overnight, unless you're doing some crazy stuff, which, like I said, I got to make sure my stuff is in alignment with who I am, with my brand. I'm not doing no crazy stuff. But, set realistic goals about your growth. Remind yourself of them, write them down, and track the progression of your goals. And that could really help you stay motivated, encouraged along the way. And the final tip I want to share with you guys is realize that growth is not linear, that it requires discipline and consistency, and just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and don't try to compare yourself to other people. It may seem like, oh, this person is growing faster than I am, they have better engagement than me. You know what? That's their journey and this is your journey, and your journey is unique. Just stay consistent, just stay disciplined, create a plan, stick to your plan. And even though you have a plan, you know what? Give yourself some grace as well, because life be lifing, and sometimes things come up and you're not able to hit that check in the box for the day. But you know what? You can pick yourself back up and you can get back on track with your plan. So just stay consistent and be disciplined, and just trust the process. So that sums up the things that I do as a small content creator to stay motivated. I hope that you can take something away from these tips as well. And I just also want to wish everybody who's watching this, especially if you are a content creator, you're a small content creator, I just want to wish you guys the best on your journey. And I want to encourage you to not give up and stay the course and celebrate all of your wins, whether they're big or small. Trust the process. And once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel by now, girl, what are you doing? Subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like you took something away from it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below which of these tips were the most practical for you, or will you be implementing, or just tell me like what are some things that you do to stay motivated as a small content creator. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next video. Later, besties.